Normally, origin stories are about tall, handsome guys struggling with the burden of being handed even more power.
Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another episode, only this episode's going to be a little bit different. Yes, I'm not reviewing a movie today. Instead, I'm reviewing a train wreck. No, but I am going to be hopping on the bandwagon train and just get this YouTube revenue piling on in, and I'm going to be reviewing the hit HBO Max show Velma, which currently has a popularity of 2 on IMDb, but don't let that fool you because it also has an IMDb rating of 1.3 out of 10, making it one of the worst rated TV shows of all time. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just be frankly honest. Am I gonna be a little bit biased when it comes to reviewing a TV show about Scooby-Doo? Yes, I used to watch Scooby-Doo as a kid. I still watch Scooby-Doo now. I'm talking full-on Scooby-Doo bed sheets and all, like just fully on the wall, Scooby-Doo body pillow, everything. But I don't see, even from just like a normal standpoint when it comes to producing the show, in what example do you think that this would ever work? I mean, this worked great when they adapted a kids show into an adult TV show with Thomas the Tank. No. I mean, it worked great with the Wild Thorn. No. Oh, I know. It worked great when they did it with Rugrats. Oh, God, no. And look, Rugrats All Grown Up was made for like preteens. Why did this show just decide to go full on Rick and Morty as if it was written by 2-year-olds?
She has no brain! Oh, I am not dissing her. She has no brain!
And what's most annoying about this show is literally within the first 2 minutes of it, there's this scene of these 2 cockroaches just having sex for whatever reason, because I guess that's supposed to be funny. And then immediately in the next scene, it has a shower scene which is all supposed to be like teenagers, so there's that part of the entire show. But the thing is, they decide to make this meta joke about how, oh, all TV shows in the pilot, they have some sort of nudity or something like that to grab the attention, and then immediately after make a joke about having race casting and switching the races of characters. And it's like, is this supposed to be like a serious show where you make jokes about like race casting and all that? Because we just saw 2 cockroaches having sex 5 seconds ago. And so immediately after that joke is when we find the body falling out of the locker. And of course the first person that they suspect to be the killer has to of course be Velma, because she fell out of her locker, and she's of course investigated by these 2 lesbian cops who, don't take my word for it, are the worst cops ever.
But we also know we're not like the best detectives, so the only way we're gonna convince the sheriff you're innocent.
So what do these 2 detectives do to make sure to prove that they are the world's worst detectives? Well, what they always do in this situation, tell Velma she has to find the killer or they're going to arrest her. We also find out at the same time that Velma seems to have some sort of anxiety problem when it comes to solving mysteries. So immediately after this, we are then introduced to Fred, who, as we all know in the regular Scooby-Doo TV shows, is always this confident, strong, and friendly guy to everyone. Well, you guessed it, in this TV show, he's just a pompous, spoiled brat who's at the butt of every single tiny dick joke. And why is that? Because he is the white main character, that's why.
Fred's a rich white guy with a tiny dong. He did it.
After this, we then find out why Velma has such an anxiety to solving mysteries, because she believes that her solving a mystery of where her Christmas presents were caused her mother to go missing because she went out to go find another Christmas present. But we find out later in the episode, her mother left because she was terrible, just like this show.
Your mother didn't go missing because you solved a mystery. She left us.
La 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 la. No, she didn't. Something bad happened to her.
Seems like she was a 1.3 stars out of 10 daughter, am I right? After we have this newfound discovery, she decides to move on with her life as she finds this newfound confidence and goes into school the next day wearing all these skimpy clothing and everything. And in this scene, we actually see the not greatest shooting big man in history in Karl Anthony Towns, the center for the Minnesota Timberwolves, because this character right here is Karl Anthony Towns. How could you possibly shoot a shot like this and completely brick it?
Ibaka guards him. Towns a deep 3 air ball.
At least Dirk was actually on a decent, funny TV show.
English is not my first language. What is this dork?
It means handsome.
Oh, thank you.
Anyways, Velma ends up getting bullied because they find out it's not really because she's self-confident, she's putting on this fake facade, and Fred gives this whole speech about how not to blame everything on her and everything, yada yada yada. But she ends up finding out in the bathroom from Daphne that Fred actually kicks everyone out of the bathroom at the local malt shop that they go to for whatever particular reason, and so that makes Velma think that, oh, Fred had to have something to do with the murder. So what's the next logical idea here? And that's right, she forces Simp Shaggy to go to Fred's house and break in the middle of the night. After getting to Fred's humble abode, she breaks in and begins to investigate, and because she's trying to solve a mystery, she begins to have an anxiety attack. And how do you think the scriptwriters for this TV show decided it would be the best way for our main character to fight through that anxiety attack? Well, that's correct, by laughing at the thoughts and feelings of who's supposed to be her best friend. Like, trust me, I've never had an anxiety attack, so I don't know what you do to get out of that. But I'm pretty sure laughing at the feelings of someone close to you isn't exactly how you would get out of that, nor is it make me want to relate to this main character.
Stop! You can't die!
Why? I'm weird and no one likes me.
That's not true. I like you. Like you.
Wait, what? No, you don't. You're like a brother to me. That's hilarious.
Like, this is your first episode and your first chance to make an impression and have a main character that you really want to follow throughout this TV show, and this is the impression you want to put off. This makes me not care about what happened. You could kill Velma in the next episode and I wouldn't bat an eye, because this just seems like very cruel and there's no redeeming factor in any of this. But after managing to make probably the worst, most unlikable main character in TV history, we then find out that the whole reason that Fred kicks everybody out of the bathroom is because he has yet to go through puberty, and after revealing this secret to Velma, he then goes to bribe her, but before he has the chance to do so, gets shot through both of his kneecaps by Daphne's mom's cops, and is then framed for the murder. Well, after all that's going on, Velma then finds another dead body in her own recycling bin, meaning that the mystery is still going on, but now Fred is in jail because he doesn't go through puberty? But that's basically the entire first episode in a nutshell. And you may be asking yourself, how do they really stamp this episode home and really make you want to come back and watch the rest of this series and really be invested? Well, that's right, by making the same exact joke they made at the very beginning of this episode.
Oh God, Krista! And she also has no brain!
So normally at the end of these videos, I always tell you, go watch it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I'm just some dude on YouTube who reviews movies, but this one, just don't watch it. Don't give HBO the money. Don't hate watch it. Even hate watching, it turns into dollars for them. So just steer clear of it. Watch anybody on YouTube review it. There's about 2 million of them, but just please don't give them the money. But that is all that I have for today's video. If you would like me to do more on the Velma show, I've seen all 6 episodes, and spoiler alert, it doesn't get better. So if you would like for me to continue reviewing this train wreck, please comment, leave a like, subscribe, any of the above, and I will certainly do that. Thank you for everyone who stopped by today. Until next time, have a wonderful day.